The price of a stock will follow the direction of earnings. In almost every case, you can generally state that if a company's earnings go up sharply, the stock's going to go up. If earnings go from very poor to mediocre, the stock's probably going to rise. If they go from mediocre to good, it's probably going to have another rise. If it goes from good to excellent, it's probably going to have another rise. Or if a company's earnings grow dramatically over a long period of time, the stock's probably going to go up dramatically.
Even if you have a Waterford crystal ball, you probably can't predict a company's earnings. But Wall Street is a whole army of people who make such predictions. By computer, you can get Wall Street earnings estimates and many other online services. Obviously, you want to invest in companies whose earnings are expected to rise. But again, these are just estimates. If you really understand a company, you should know how it plans to make earnings rise. If you know it has good growth prospects, then you'll be better able to evaluate the company as an investment. You can't predict the future, but you can learn from the past. A company with a long history of earnings increases and dividend increases is obviously a stable performer that has a reasonable chance of continuing to perform well in the industry. Many times that's a good company to investigate further. Johnson & Johnson has raised its earnings something like 19 of the last 20 years. It's raised its dividend over 30 years in a row. But just because a company has had a great record in the past does not mean earnings will grow terrifically well in the future. You have to have reasons for it. Strong growth in research and development, cost-cutting, new products, great brand name, and a terrific balance sheet were the items that made me optimistic about Johnson & Johnson. And what's the outlook? It's going to keep continuing to grow. They run out of steam, stock's going to run out of steam.